Hello everyone! Yes, indeed! This is the start of the video. I'm me, and this is Daybreak 43. Well, Daybreak 2 43. Wouldn't want you to get confused and think, hey, I feel like I watched this 8 months ago. Wrong! You're watching it today. You know, also what you're going to watch today is us talking NPCs, because that's what we're doing today. Alright, world's most awkward intro done. Completed. You know, I've done like fucking almost 5,000 of those. I don't actually know how many videos are on the channel. I know it's over 4,000. It's a lot. It's kind of crazy if you think about it. Or even if you don't think about it. Hayway is pretty deep-rooted presence in Longport. Even though the citizens fear them, they also rely on them. They planted that seed of trust long ago and have shown themselves to be quite capable of ruling from the shadows. That's why everyone's so anxious now. Either way, our priority will always be to protect civilians. I was gonna say citizens, but you know, hey, even the non-citizens can get the bracer protection. We'll be on full alert until the threat dies down. I mean, it's just Sal. The fact that Hayway's in such a sovereign position really leaves our hands tied. Honestly, it's very frustrating. That's why I've had to put my faith in Hornet, despite his lack of experience. And Xiaoling as well. Her having achieved B rank at such a young age is a testament to her skill, yeah, but she's not like super cool. She was like the world's youngest A rank because her father's rich. No, I'm not gonna let it go. I'm not gonna let it go. I'm just saying, I haven't seen enough from Elaine to feel like it's a justified A rank. I'm gonna keep being a hater. I mean, I like Elaine as a character quite a lot. But her A rank is bullshit and is a besmirchment upon the Bracer Guild. In regard to Hayway's recent internal conflict, the guild's been taking a wait-and-see approach. Doesn't seem like they have any intent to harm civilians, but we just want to make sure nobody's caught in the crossfire. We do intend to go back to making our normal rounds soon, though.
Right.
Brother. A, you ain't even got anything on your back, man. B, your ass is barely moving. I mean, you know, if you get paid by the hour, respect, I suppose. I tend to hear a lot of gossip in my line of work. Guess it comes with the territory. The business with Hayway seems to be the talk of the town lately. No, it hasn't really affected the average citizens yet. They've got their hands on both politics and local industries, though. Going up wondering how it all shake out in the end. But actually, you know what? Maybe he's just a friend of the worker, right? By underperforming. That means the company has to hire more people. I.e., he's increasing employment. You know? Honestly, you know what? If everyone just stopped doing their jobs, unemployment would go away, right? Or like, you know, we did our jobs like 20% efficiency. What am I doing? Oh yeah, we didn't talk to restaurant people.
Welcome.
Phew, we've been slammed with customers for the last hour. A lot of people have been looking for restaurants to eat after finding out the Great Spire's been closed off. I love our food though, makes me so happy to see everyone enjoying it. By everyone you mean I mean there's actually a decent number of people here. I'm not gonna hate too much.
This is positively delightful.
With the Great Spire shut down, I figure I might as well leave work early today. Although I'm still on call in case something needs my attention. A bracer came by on his rounds a little while ago, and he gave me some thoughtful advice on how to stay calm about my future. He also reminded me that our restaurant draws on long life for inspiration. That means our connections to Hayway don't run very deep. I'm glad that seems to be working in our favor. Still, hope nothing serious comes out of all this. It'll be fine. I don't think I talked to you. You know, I wanted to go check out that new stand over by the department store, but it's completely disappeared. Apparently they were selling crack cocaine in their food? That's crazy. I mean, I always like to say my food's like crack, but I mean, I wouldn't actually put it in there, probably. I asked around to see if anybody knew what happened to the place, and apparently they had the shop seized by the police. Not really sure why. I guess that's one less row for me to worry about. Oh god, I hope they don't think I set them up and the food cabal comes out to get me.
Would you care for a Monto?
No,
What
I
would
would
you like?
care for some buns though.
Please stop by again sometime.
That new store already closed up shop. Guess the pasta got freaked out over nothing. I mean, he was like, this is gonna impact our futures and stuff. But the other stands have packed up and left, and his stuff's selling like hotcakes as usual. Status quo remains unchanged. A new hope. A new something. A new book. Me when I write a book. It's a new book.
One here.
It's not like any other old normal book. This book is new. That's all you need to know about it. It's new, so you must consume it. If you don't consume properly, the whole economy will collapse. You wouldn't want that to be your fault, would you? It's kick ass. Exactly, exactly. I was able to get off work early today, so I figured I'd take the chance to make dinner tonight. I don't usually get the opportunity because I get home so late. The clerk even gave me a few recommendations for ingredients just now. I'm really looking forward to it. Apparently Professor Hamilton designed the Great Spire so it could operate specifically as a trading center. I hoped I might stop by the observation deck again before heading home to Laburo, but it seems they're not admitting anyone inside right now. Well, I need to get a few souvenirs for the wife and kids anyway. Yep, I definitely know who your wife and kids are. It's funny to think I've been working at this department store for over 10 years now. Funnily enough, not even from the East. Okay, so same. You don't see me talking about it. I haven't regretted moving here for a minute though. I've seen so many amazing sights and made so many wonderful memories. That's why I don't pay any mind at all to those nasty rumors about Longport. I refuse to allow the good to be overshadowed by the bad. Yeah, but you shouldn't ignore the bad for the sake of only focusing on the good, because then the bad will never go away and will eventually get worse. And then it might actually overcome the bad or the good. You gotta be proactive about this shit. Maybe you shouldn't let the mafia run your city. I just don't, personally, I don't think that's a good idea. It's definitely another L for Calvard. The fact that the mafia runs half of the country and the other half of the country is run by a private military corporation. Personally, I don't think that's a good idea, but you know, I guess that's why they keep taking L's, man.
Visiting the Kowloon department store.
Phew, evening already. At least business lasted through the day. This department store is run by the Kowloon group, so I'm sure you can imagine why I'd be nervous about where things are headed. I just they contact me to let me know what to expect. Lady, no offense, but like, I don't know if you're really up high on the contact list. I mean, I guess if you own the stall, maybe you should get like a, you know, form letter that's like, we deny the allegations levied against our CEO. Please don't try and renege on your lease. Right, if memory serves, tonight's supposed to be the auction of the Red Star's Dragon Chariot. A luxury car that acts as the main draw for the Lunar New Year Festival. I'm more of a race car guy myself, but I wonder if they'd let me work on a Dragon Chariot if I was an engineer with them.
Allow me to assist.
I mean, maybe, I don't know. Who up getting these slots blown out? Anybody or just... Oh, we can actually open your slots? Oh, yeah, because you're like a real character.
Hope to see you again.
You're not like a fake character like Zen, piece of shit. We hate his ass. Don't we, folks? I'm afraid you won't be able to use the ticket gates to enter the Great Spire at the moment. You'll have to find another set of gates elsewhere. The pearly gates, because you will soon probably die, and if you don't buy my life insurance... I got a cat to play tour guide? Damn, must have a rough. I'll have you know I'm a detective. Nah, I just want to know what's going on. A lot of the residents have been pretty confused about all the trouble lately, and as a police officer, it's my job to give them reassurance. And actually, I was just in the middle of investigating that whole business with Fawn Lu. Came here to catch a break, and suddenly I was ambushed. Fawn, do you know what's going to happen to him? I'm not at liberty to discuss any details, unfortunately. All I can say is he's denying the charges at the moment. That's how we know he's guilty. But if it's any consolation, I fully intend to hear the man out on the matter without any personal bias. Oh, he's fucked. Try not to worry, Aaron. Thanks. There's a lot of things that haven't been adding up since Fawn's arrest. Actually, I wonder if the Great Spire being sealed up has something to do with all this. Wow, this guy's pretty sharp, huh? Especially considering they've been using talismans to warp everyone's senses. Because that's apparently a thing you can do, by the way. Yeah, Dar was pretty quick to pick up Almada's involvement last year as well. I'm guessing he's just more experienced than the rest of the force. Well, you know, he's a detective, right? He's got to detect stuff. I've been trying to catch the bus so I can make it to the business meeting, but will it even get me there on time? We were originally supposed to meet at the Great Spire, but they decided to change the venue to a hotel on the outskirts of town. Not that I mind or anything, I just wish they would have told me a little sooner. How's it poppin', gang? It's you. I heard about what happened at the eroded cave. Honestly, it sounds like it made for a rather unusual situation. Yeah, well, it doesn't exactly take a scientist to warp people's perceptions of some talismans. Be that as it may, Marduk's risk management AI continues to classify the area as a red zone. Suppose I have to see how this all plays out until the alert is lifted. I'm curious to how Almada's legacy relates to all this. Anyway, it seems like we caught you in the middle of a tea time. A little surprised you're not drinking coffee. I can certainly understand why. That always seemed to be his preferred drink back in Basel. Well, this is Eastern tea. I figured if I was going to come all the way out to Longport, I may as well sample the local beverages. Also, my father was quite fond of this drink in particular. He drank it regularly throughout his life. Until I killed him. I'm joking. Just because I wear glasses and have evil eyes doesn't mean I'm evil. Probably. Now that you mention it, your parents are from Longport, weren't they? I feel like I remember you saying you moved to Boston when you were a child. I think you mentioned it during last year's Revolution Festival? You must have fond memories of your father and his tea. It seems you have quite the memory. I can't believe I made that up. I typically don't dedicate much time forward to things that fail to peak or toward things. I was like, Tom forward things? That didn't really get, kind of made sense, but it also didn't really make sense. Like it was like a little off, but not off enough for me to like double check. That failed to pique my interest. However, I suppose I'll have to remain here in the meantime to have some tea time. Kim's been very proactive about finding the financing for his company's new supplement idea. What do you mean I look familiar? However, the Callan Financial Bank has seen their stock price drop rather suddenly recently. I suspect negotiations will be stalled for the moment. They'll bounce back. My company would like to start developing supplements to use high-quality vegetables as their base instead of Eastern herbal roots. We believe it could be popular with the younger generations and those still in the working world. I know I can trust in Hongfa, that's why I brought him along for the negotiations, with the Great Spire being closed. I mean to pray for Fondern's release and Guillen's recovery, but I still have a number of duties to perform. I mean, I guess you can pray while you're standing. The receptionist is the face of our establishment. I don't have the luxury of appearing depressed to the public. Ain't nobody walking in here. You can get your prey on real quick if that'll make you feel better.
Thank you for visiting the
Our shop supplies training equipment to the dojo over in the second ward in the Eastern Quarter. They've been one of our most important customers since way back. Plus, we're always getting business from their former students too. In other words, they fully endorse our products. Why don't you buy one of our traditional weapons as a souvenir? Well, I guess I've got no choice to buy one. You want one so bad, pay with your own mirror.
What'll it be?
Can we buy you a weapon? No, you're not like a real girl. That's what the game said, not me. The game said that shit.
Thank you for visiting the Kowloon department store.
Yeah, these are definitely a better upgrade for you.
We hope you enjoy your stay as you browse the finest goods Lockport has to offer.
No. Oh, we can't upgrade your whatever. I don't know.
Thank you.
Will we use Sword Lady? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to commit to the bid of never using her. I was supposed to have a business meeting this evening, but as you can see, the Great Spire isn't letting anyone in at the moment. Of all the times to get held up like this, what's going on with Hayo right now? I was hoping we could finalize everything as soon as possible. Right. Oh yeah, be careful not accidentally proc the main story. Because I was about to just walk up to that tower, straight up. Anybody?
Let's be on our way.
Anybody up at the eroded caves? There's a chest. Guess we missed it somehow. I guess we'll go run by and
Be careful! That thing looks mean!
pick it up. You can't say that, man. You don't know anything about that person. That could be the nicest person you ever known. You shouldn't judge a book by its cover, Fairy. That's something that we say.
Looks like the gang's all here.
Now that dude, he's fucking evil. 100%. Calling it.
A treasure chest!
Green pendulum? That was actually kind of worth coming by, I suppose.
Let's be on our way.
Why can't I go to the... Oh yeah, the restaurant's that place. I was thinking the hot springs. I'm like, why can't I teleport to the hot springs again? Gambling's pretty popular in the second world. In fact, we're even said to have a whole different class of gambler around here. That being said, I've been hearing a few rumors about a few gamblers who've been preying on women lately. I'm not familiar with all the details, but if you're planning to do any gambling, make sure to keep an eye out. But like, can't you just, you know, not gamble more than you can lose? Gambling addicts hate this one simple trick.
What can I get for you?
Like, I don't know, I guess it's just like, you know, my
it's to your
cross to
satisfaction.
bear as having the most normal brain. Of just being like, yeah, but like, could you not just do that? But, you know, I guess I'm the same way about certain things, like, you know, conversing with people in meat space. It's like, nah, can't do that. No, can't go to that place. I've never been there before. Gotta, you know, write a 30-line script just to make sure I can place the order, you know. Maybe not the most normal brain, but we gotta have like a dress rehearsal before we can go to the store. The last batch of fish have a more unique looking pattern than I thought. Well, I guess that means the experiment worked. As long as I'm careful in raising them, I should be able to start selling them as a separate breed. It's alright, seems I got a bit lost in thought for a moment there. I was just checking on whether my crossbreeding worked. It's like CrossFit, or... Getting goldfish to pass on a 3-color pattern is incredibly difficult. But it seems I managed it just fine. I can't wait for Meiji and the others to see. That's not the guy who got arrested, is it? No, Meijing's the lady. Didn't he have like a similar-ish name? Maybe not. But yeah, that's restaurant lady. It'll make for a nice distraction from all the stuff that's going on. I'm glad Meijing was able to make it through the cook-off without any issues, but I don't think it did very much to ease everyone's worries about Longport. I mean, the Liu family is in such a tight spot now. Well, no, I probably wouldn't ease my worries if they're like, hey, the restaurant won a prize. That's pretty cool, right? Like, yeah, but like, I might still lose my job. Hope Meijing doesn't have to deal with any extra hardship because of it. I just want things to be peaceful, you know? So we can relax and enjoy the goldfish. Now would you two fuck already? You've got the best genes. You need You need to procreate! Don't take that clip out of context, please. My sister's told me she'll do anything to protect our restaurant, so I've got to do the same. I hope I can grow up to be as good a chef as she is. It's not just her cooking skills that amaze me, she's got the perfect personality for running a restaurant. That's why I want to help her protect it all, and I'll do my best to learn from her along the way. Wow, this food's really good. So these are the flavors of the East, huh? Yeah, this is delicious. You can tell the chef has a lot of pride in their craft. And to think such exquisite food would come from an everyday restaurant. How do they manage to bring out these flavors? Perhaps the chef has extraordinary skill. Or maybe the ingredients are really fresh today. I suppose it's no surprise everyone's been raving about their food lately. And by the way, don't you think the townsfolk seem worked up about something? Yeah, I've noticed that too. I think I heard someone mention the Lai and the Liu families. Oh, aren't they a part of Hayway? You know, perhaps it's time we start heading back to our hotel. I may be an outsider. Even I can tell the whole Hayway situation's nothing to involve myself with. You know what they say, the Hayway clan ain't nothing to fuck with. And I can't very well risk exposing Sinum and Monir to harm either. I heard the whole town is under the control of an eastern syndicate called Hayway. I thought this trip would just be about sightseeing, but I guess there's more to one side than Longport. We don't have anything to do with Hayway, but still, hope we don't get wrapped up in anything. We've already finished making all the purchases we needed to, so I thought it might be nice to have some dinner. The food here is wonderful, but I can't help but worrying about the state of Longport at the moment. It'll bounce back. Probably. I can't imagine what happened to Longport after all this. Well, come what may, I'll do everything in my power to protect not only Tiantan, but also the restaurant our father left us in. I'm sure we'll be fine. After all, it's been the last 2 years figuring out the Lai family. Yeah, but like, what if they stab you? You still haven't presented a good anti-stabbing defense, right? Or like a good scenario in which you getting stabbed can't happen? Or the way you would counter it? I wonder, what else should I teach Wang? Obviously surfing didn't make the cut. You see, Wang taught me martial arts, so I've been willing to teach him some other activities in exchange. Heard rock climbing's been taking off in the capital recently. Maybe he'd like that. I don't know about that one. That's just as bad as surfing. Cool, you're behind, buddy. I mean, rock climbing, I guess in theory is like easier to learn maybe, but I can't say I have any experience surfing or really even rock climbing, but they're both pretty strenuous. But at least with rock climbing, it's fairly straightforward. You just kind of like, you know, grab the shit, you know? I mean, I know there's more to it than that, but it's also you just kind of grab the shit. But you do some other stuff, but mainly you're just grabbing onto the shit. Hello, young lady. Didn't I see you eating gelato a minute ago? Fucking creep. I see. You must be traveling with Aaron and the Spriggan. And that's right. I go way back with these guys. Yeah. By the way, your baths must be a little different from the ones back home, but they were still quite comfy. Oh, yeah, because that's how you broke into our party. I'm glad to hear it. Feel free to come back anytime. Yeah, because then the game was unbelievably annoying and I actually kind of lost it. Like real anger. Not like fake comedic anger. I was actually kind of pissed. And I still am. At like, come on guys. Wait, you're saying you went into the baths already? I don't believe I ever saw you enter the changing room. You sure as hell didn't pay. She did say something about being in stealth mode when she popped into the men's bath. Ikaruga's stealth ability, it's astonishingly effective at concealing a human presence. It seems to be on the same level as Shard stealth. Sheesh. Yeah, see, it makes it even more annoying to deal with. See, back in my day, we didn't need no damn shards to go invisible. You just cast the spell. You know?
Welcome to Shenyu Town.
and it would be like, sorry, the orbital cannon can't do any damage because we don't see you.
That's the stuff.
I know the whole field is awash in cosmic energy, but sorry,
Steam field.
you didn't see me, so I can't take
Quite
any damage.
pleasant.
Don't you know invisibility is invincibility?
I feel fully refreshed after that.
Stay warm out there, you hear?
That's the plan. I will say, the tendrils of delirium, they have started to wrap my brain a little bit. Like, I can feel the tendrils. They're starting to creep into the crevices of my brain.
Do me a favor and decide already.
Did
Come back whenever you
did
like.
we read our thing? I think we did, right? I don't know if we've read this. So we'll kind of speed read it. Fawn Lu arrested for tax evasion. Last night, Fawn Lu, the vice president of Cowling Financial Bank, was arrested on suspicion of tax evasion. Details of arrest have not been made public. Longport police officials stated they have irrefutable evidence of his malfeasance in the form of multiple falsified tax returns. Our sources claim these forms withheld important financial information. Multiple bank employees testified they were ordered to conceal and alter records. Yeah, we did read this, 'cause I remember saying the thing about the veracity of the evidence. Okay. About, like, you don't know that shit's real. You can't claim that because the evidence is true. How's this whole mess with Hayway going to work out is anyone's guess. After all, it's not like the Lai family problem anymore. Or what is it? Nah, I wouldn't request that shit. With that being said, this isn't exactly a situation we went to blow over. I've seen my fair share of troubles at the hands of the Lai family. If I got through those, I'll get through this one too. In the meantime, I'll do what I can to get everyone on the same page, alright? So don't worry about us, second word folk. Lady, I just want some cigarettes. Okay, so you are a different girl than earlier. I mean, you look the same, but you're apparently a different person. Allegedly. Hey, whatever happened, Aaron? Never thought you were the type. Guess you really are scump. Let it go. Man, couldn't you tell that was all a bunch of bull? Just ignore him, man. I know you'd ever stoop that low. Yeah, don't let him get to you. Looks like they must have heard that rumor that's been going around. Man, that like pisses me off. Just leave it for now. Not like you can talk about the same thing forever, you know? I guess. We can just talk to Lee. I'm sure she'll take it all back. Huh, I knew it was a lie. Maybe it's just a woman's intuition, but that story was sketchy as hell.
Well,
Given how hard you've been working to help everyone, I doubt the rumor's holding any weight. Maybe he's guilty, and that's why he's helping everyone. He's trying to work off his guilt. You know? Aaron, you gonna try and overthrow a small country anytime soon? Just asking for a friend? We trust you enough to know you'd never do something like that, you know? So don't let it get you down, Aaron. Sorry, Aaron, guess I got a little confused about things. You know, I know you're not that kind of guy. Hayway's history has always been full of schemes. The Odas in particular have been keen on trying to outwit one another for ages now. Some families thrived in doing so, but others fell. Look at the Lai family. The only reason they were able to attain their position was because they elbowed out another family. The scale of this incident, it's like nothing I've ever seen before. I've seen a great deal in my many years. I've never seen anything like this. I have to wonder how the young ones reacted upon hearing the news, like my grandchildren. They don't seem very frightened, at least. Perhaps they really will be alright in the end. Well, they probably don't know what the hell's going on. This is proof that times are indeed changing. Us old folk need to start thinking outside the box. Pretty true. That's pretty true, I guess. I only get all the stories my grandma tells me about Hayway, but I'm not scared one bit. We got lots of nice and strong people in town to help us. Given how much time I spend with my richer patrons, I suppose it might seem a bit odd for me to say this, but I just can't see myself ever leaving the older side of town. It's home to me. Plus, I can't help feeling indebted to Taiwan. Waiting for it to reopen might not be such a bad idea. I mean, you don't have to literally stand outside the door every day. You hear about that what? Say that again? Well, we'll never know. Nice job coming up with all those ideas. Who would have thought there'd be so many ways to play with bottles? Using them as instruments was my favorite, but the bowling was definitely a close second. I still can't believe they didn't break. I'm glad you had fun, Su Young. I can't take all the credit. After all, you came up with some pretty cool ideas too. Like using them to trap fish. Ain't there a book that teaches you how to do that? Really? Well, I always see fish hiding in driftwood, so I figured bottles would work the same. It was just a feeling I had, that's all. Pretty amazing you're as smart as an author, though. Alright, shouldn't we check on the bottle traps now? Yeah, let's go see what we got. We really make a great team. I feel like we can do anything together. Always have fun playing with Su Young. It's like we're always on the move. Gives me a chance to try things I wouldn't get to otherwise. Damn true, partner. Alright, we're back. I don't remember what was going on. It's been a long time. It's been 3 years actually since we started this video. I know. It's pretty crazy, but 3 literal years, 1,000 and something days. Thanks again for all your help earlier, and by earlier I mean 3 years ago. Sorry for getting you wrapped up in our family drama. No big deal, taking on requests is our job. Still, that business with the Galong has been bugging me. Yep, that Galong fella. I guess that's Punchy Man? Was that his name? Yeah, fought him over a road at cave too. Definitely seems the guy's got a few screws loose. Constant described him as a combat fanatic. Well, you know me, I'm a sweeping fanatic. That sweeping guy over there, in case you couldn't tell. And then there's also Pacing Man, my favorite. I love pacing. Some might call me a pacing fanatic. Oh, that's right, I forgot you ran into him. If it wasn't for Galong, my brother might have never ... He could have used that if only that hadn't happened at that time. There's nothing to go on about that now. At the very least, we're broken down one barrier. Excuse me? What did you say, lady? I actually just got back from walking my brother to the station. He's heading to the capital. It was odd seeing the station so quiet, though. ... Oh, yeah, something sus gonna go down there? Oh my god, how much dialogue do you have, lady? Alright, understood. Leave the patrolling to me, then. Maybe I'll even pick up some information along the way from that place. No, it's stuck. I can't stop saying it. Anyway, that should give you enough time to focus on what you need. Sorry, I don't mean to put too much work on your plate. I'm a failure of a bracer, aren't I? It's fine that it'll help sometimes. It's nothing to worry yourself over. I can't thank you enough. I guess I'll just have to work even harder to make it up to you. Now that Hayway's down for the count, it's almost like the guild is long for its last line of defense. Yeah. Oh, how much dialogue do I have? There are games with characters who, like, the character will be in the entire video game and have less lines of dialogue than this lady does right now. Just get back from the station. It's pretty strange seeing it so quiet. Everything just felt off. When disciples of the Gekka School come together, we can do just about anything, except beat Galong, apparently. I want to help Xiaoling out as much as I can with her bracer job. Which is why I'm trying to get the rest of us to handle some of the smaller issues for her. That way she can tackle the more important stuff. Well, no. Wrong. Incorrect. You want to keep all the easy shit on the board, because they get paid by the job, lady. You want to leave the fetch quests and the pickups and the, you know, hey, my cat's lost. Well, those are going to be kind of hard, but the easy stuff you want to keep on the board, because how are you going to eat? You know? You don't want to spend your whole day doing a 4,000 mirror request when you can knock out like 8 1,000 mirrors. Ah, hello Aaron. Mr. Arkwright, I heard about what happened. I only know the broad strokes. I knew it was behind the Lai family betrayal. Sounds like you had your suspicions about Guy Long from the start. In that case, Mom filling us in? What do you know about that guy? He was literally just invented, and he's already the 3rd strongest person in the canon, apparently. I'm afraid there's not even a great deal to tell. I only served as master served as his master for a short period after all. He originally began his training at the Lai family dojos. I'm sure you can imagine he displayed incredible prowess in the martial arts and is stronger than any of you characters will ever be individually, if that makes you feel better. Seeking to hone his skill even further, he decided to train at our school for some time. I believe that was about 5 years ago now. As before, he showed overwhelming proficiency with the craft and challenged us to a duel. I'm guessing Leon was there at the time? That's correct. After losing the battle, my son felt the need to reject everything he had learned for himself and treating the path of the warrior. Kind of cringe, if you ask me. I mean, if he wants to reject the path, that's fine, but like, because you fucking got beat up? Kind of loser-ass shit. Honestly, I don't even know if we'd let him back in the Gecko School. Apparently, after dwelling on it for some time, he came to the conclusion that the Gecko School could no longer offer him a life he wanted. Our highest-ranking pupils, our masters, none of them could best Gao Lang. However, he clearly had no wish to take over our dojo. He simply left the battle with a dissatisfied expression on his face. It was as if he felt there was something he still lacked. He's been chasing stronger and stronger challenges ever since. Can't even imagine what's going on in that guy's head. Guess it didn't really matter though. Really is involved with this whole Heioi shakeup. He's gonna have to deal with me. I see you're choosing to face him then. Well, if that's your choice, I won't stand in your way. Just know that he's the most extraordinary warrior the Gecko School has ever known. Overcoming him will be far from simple. Like, ain't all that special, man. Remember this, Aaron. Show him everything you've learned thus far. Right, I'll make damn sure I win. Why does the Gecko School have so much fucking dialogue? Gao Long is the most extraordinary warrior the Gecko School has ever known. Overcoming him will be far from simple. Show him everything you've learned thus far. Yeah! Yeah, damn true, partner. Can't believe someone in the Liu family was pulling the strings the whole time. Now that I think about it, how did Sally end up in service of the Liu family in the first place? I don't know, he just kind of spawned into the ether? What if he... ... No, it's probably best not to speculate too much.
Right.
Longport's been dealing with a lot of issues recently. Despite that, the second ward is still as lovely as ever. Just has this lived-in feel to it, you know? Like you've stepped into another era. And the townspeople only add to the atmosphere. I find the first ward charming as well, but the second ward is simply bursting with life. Yep, we're never coming back, by the way. Hope you had fun with the second ward. You'll never see it again. Maybe. I don't actually know how long we've been on Act 2. Hello? The longest loading screen in history? Because I don't know if this is like probably our last section or not.
Off we go.
Because I mean, I'm trying to even remember what the fuck is going on in the plot. Because it's been like 2 weeks since actual plot progress happened. I mean, basically we're going to fight Sal. And figure out if he's like actually, haha, I'm evil, or JK, I'm just pretending to be evil because it's all part of my master plan. Are we done talking?
Let's be on our way.
No, we are not. No matter how thorough we attempt to be, Heioi still managed to skirt by regulations. Uproar isn't going to affect them one bit. We're going to need to keep a better eye on them from here on out. That's all the merch for today. Thanks for the help in getting it loaded. Thankfully those 3 dumbasses took all the heat off of us. I just wish the space wasn't so compact. It takes forever to get things squared away. Maybe we ought to start asking for some more mirror. Got a new scheme you want to talk about? You may be the crafty one, I'm the guy who puts your plans into action. Well,
So that's Marduk.
it is indeed a Marduk.
Ooh, this looks like a good fishing spot.
Is it?
Let's give this a go.
I've already seen it. Ha! Got us another big haul today. Seems Lavert's and Gulf's just swarming with fish. You know, considering I'm already on the boat, why don't I take on a little night fishing? It's been a while since I had the chance. Not like the grandkids that need help anytime soon. Actually, maybe I should give them a call first. Nah.
Let's give this a go.
What about, I've
I
already...
bet I can catch a big one here.
Nope, impossible. Next shift. So? Violence is my home country, else some are economic rivals. However, our trade systems function very similarly. That's why we not only have to make sure to maintain good relations with Calvary, but to keep a close eye on trends in each nation as well. Yeah, okay. Who asked? What's going on? Oh, basketball? Nah, man. Ball is not life right now. Last year I got in a mix-up with a few gangsters over some junk I happened to pick up. I've been more careful about the stuff I sell ever since. Don't want that kind of mess coming my way again. I know this little fragment though. Looks like it's a piece of a clock. Hope nobody's looking for that. The Central East seems to be doing quite well these days. I'm described the trade routes we've established with them and no involvement with Hayway. He doesn't know. Oh, brother. So naive. What the hell's over here? Oh, yeah, the military base. What up, partner? I've noticed that Ensign Glassley keeps getting loaned out to other departments all by himself lately. Truth be told, there's rumors going around that he's been selling munitions on the black market. You think he'd try and be a little less conspicuous about it?
We've got to hurry.
The invincible Calvard military, where nobody wants to do shit. Everyone openly knows. Because, I mean, it's like, you're selling guns on the black. That's actually kind of like a bad thing. You know? Like, you know, I was kind of maybe overlooking it if he was like, hey, I'm selling fucking counterfeit Mishi dolls. Because frankly, I mean, you know, fuck the Michelin company. They sold out. But yeah, selling weapons to illicit individuals is probably like not a good thing to do. So, first word.
Heading to the objective.
First word. Oh, who's over here? Who's hiding out over here? Oh, you came over here. When I'm up with everyone again, they all greeted me with smiles like nothing had changed. Nobody was even angry at me, just worried. I'm sorry, Aaron. I can't believe what I've done. I told you it's all behind us now. Just remember to rely on your friends and help them return. It's the best way to make up for it. Force VG request fee? I already arranged for the mirror to be sent to your account. I wasn't asking about that. I promise I'll pay back every bit of that 500,000 mirror Aaron gave me, and I'll work extra hard to do it. Yeah, there's no shot. I don't want to ever cause problems to my friends again. No, I fundamentally do not believe you're going to make... You maybe over the course of your entire life. After, you know, the current president fucks things up and we get, like, massive inflation, maybe then you'll be able to pay us back. No offense, Anyas. I know you're not here, but I got no faith in fucking...
This must be the Eastern Quarter.
Graham Hart. I kept wanting to say Grimhart, and I'm like, no, they're not that on the nose. They're not that on the nose to call him Grimhart.
Off we go.
Guess we'll do our quest. Is this a real quest, or is this a... Go fight a monster at the eroded cave?
Now, what's it say?
Go fight a monster at the eroded cave. Kinda figured.
Let's
Wait,
see
is there
what we
another one?
got.
Very
It
well.
always baits me where like it stays green for that first little second. I guess that actually works out somewhat well. Because we don't really have time to do a full side quest, but we can do a quick little monster fight. But then now we're kind of in the opposite problem, where I feel like it's too early. Can I teleport to the end? You guys, yeah, you all look fine. Dang old flower, man. Fearsome foe. Yeah, we shouldn't have done well. Do we lower their defense, or do we increase? We probably just do this.
Send you flying! Here goes!
Pull out all the stops.
Out!
Honestly, just a
I
little
won't
rude.
hold back.
Is that, what do you do here again? Are you actually set up to cast? I don't remember. I think you're actually just supposed to heal.
Let's party!
Huh?
Let's party!
Come on!
Honestly, 1000% deserved. Your side? It's very
Keep moving,
weak.
man! Take that!
My counter?
It's go time!
I guess it just actually didn't hit him, even though it was right next to us. Okay, I don't buy it personally. I mean, it seems
We
like
proceed
Make
with
it
caution.
count, Darren.
Blazing flash!
Here's my chance.
when I would cast my space spell,
Let's
which I
party.
actually do have.
You won't get away with this. Yusbi Allaham Al-Husna! No, you
Damn
won't.
sure, I'm always saying that shit.
Chance. There.
Keep moving, Van!
Okay, Aaron, buddy, would you please go so I can ult with you, you little asshole?
Huh?
I don't know. Honestly, I think you're better off just attacking.
Pull out all the stops.
Fierce Guardian, slice him up! Aaron!
Have some more.
Here goes!
No, you won't. Huh?
Bring it on. Take that.
How? Here I go.
I mean, it wasn't nothing. It wasn't good, but it wasn't literally 0 damage.
No, you won't. Activating bomb. Perfect chance.
Take that. Gotcha!
The classic,
It's go time!
I know you're right next to the boss, but like actually you can't hit him. It's impossible. No one has ever managed to hit the boss from that position.
Make it count.
Some of this!
Chance.
I'm just gonna assume that kills. It's so funny that monsters do the same damage fucking 30 hours in, or 40 hours in that they did at the literal start of the game.
That's a wrap.
Reward deposited.
What were they thinking, man? Actually, honestly, they do less damage 40 hours in than they do at the start of the game. Which is just... like, not even like a, oh, percentage of your HP, or like proportionally less, like literally less damage. And we don't even like upgrade our armor and shit. It's so stupid. Alright, we should... I don't know. I don't really want to call the video yet, but there's nothing else to do other than do the main story, which we don't have really time to do either. You know what we can do is I can become a liar, and we could go to
Let's
the
roll,
hot
gang.
spring again.
What a night.
Now, liar, that's a strong
Welcome.
word. We don't really like using that around these parts. At most, I think we could call it we're a fibber.
This is perfect.
I give this place 2 thumbs up.
Who the hell are you? What the?
Stay warm out
I
there.
honestly,
You hear?
completely forgot that lady is in the party right now. Because I was like, who the... Rosette sounds so weird. Oh, man. It wasn't Rosette. It was... Worse Rosette. What's with my loading screens all of a sudden? They're like hella long. Alright, I guess we'll call it here.
Go, go, go!
Okay. Don't rush me, fairy. And next time we'll go confront Sal and do something. Alright. We don't really have time to do the garden either. I was gonna say we could pop out the garden, but that's also gonna take a little too long. Alright, I guess we'll just call it here. I'm Extra Easy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.